What's up, guys? This is Blademaster from the Wolf of Remus Total War YouTube channel. Today, I'm joined by not one but two guest appearances on our commentary. I'm here with Memccann and Pirro,
Yo,
Hello, guys.
and this is the final of the Reddit tournament. Kurt was gracious enough to let me comment over this battle, and I took this opportunity to get as many friends as I could to commentate with me. So before we start the battle, let's just quickly go over the builds. I've taken Syracuse, and Zannin's taken Gedai. And I've got 4 light peltas and 2 militia hoplites behind them, and I've got a mix of thorax and mercenary Samnite warriors as my melee infantry corps. I've got a citizen, a thorax hoplite general, and on either flank I've got a mercenary companion and a citizen cav backed up by a militia hoplite. And his build is 7 Falksmen, up all the way up in the front, backed up by 4 noble swords. He's got a noble cav gen, noble horseman gen, a spear horseman backed up by a heavy spear on his left, and 2 spear horsemen backed up by a heavy spear on his right, and he's got 1 bow horseman on his extreme left flank. So before we start the match, just a couple of questions. Mem, what do you think about his infantry compared to mine?
well, he's definitely got the numbers advantage, and I think he has the edge, to be honest, because Falksmen will do a lot of damage even though they'll die quickly, and then noble swords are really strong, so they'll cut your thorax swordsman to pieces.
Yeah, that definitely seems the case. And those Falksmen have the anti-cav bonus as well, so they're pretty flexible. Pirro, what
Yeah.
about the cavalry? Do you have any thoughts on how the cavalry fight would go?
Well, you have the companions, so they are very tough. Even against the spear-armed cavalry, they do fine. I mean, they won't die quickly and they will do a lot of damage. And I'm willing to bet that they will survive that fight.
Mm-hmm. So you guys basically think that I mean, it seems like the only deciding factor would be his lack of skirmishers or my peltas.
Yeah, definitely, because Peltas can rip apart Falksmen because they have like no armor.
True.
So yeah, how you can use them will be a big deciding factor.
All right. So yeah, let's start the battle. And so right off the bat, in true Wolf of Remus fashion, I decide to rush the center. Zannin goes pretty aggressive as well, advances all his troops in their current formation. Moves his horsemen up in front, but it's just a general advance. He's moving his bow horsemen along with the rest of his cavalry. I would have moved his bow horsemen a bit earlier so that they could lose a couple more volleys on my companion cav and I don't know, get some HP damage or something. So anyway, on the right, I'm being pretty aggressive with my citizen cav, being a bit too aggressive, and then change my mind and finally get a charge on his spear horseman. Who do you think would win that, you guys? Spear horseman or citizen cav?
Well, Spear Horseman got a really good charge off there, and they use Frenzied Charge, and I think they're a slightly more expensive unit overall, so definitely Spear Horseman.
Yeah, these guys are dropping like flies, man. 43.
And he's coming in with heavy spears now as well.
Yeah, so that one's in his favor. I do get a rear charge with my companion cav, but I mean, I shouldn't leave them in too long because he's got Falksmen attacking pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, over here I bring my light peltas immediately because that fight was not going to go in my favor. I bring them immediately to help support the cav battle. While I've got 2 light peltas showering on his Falksmen, and yeah, they're already down to.
And now he's charging in on the left flank.
Yeah, with his spear horseman straight on my, I believe, yeah, my companion.
You got another good charge with the Spear Horseman.
Yep. So, Pirro, what do you think? Do you think the cav fight's going in my favor so far, or?
Well, on your right, it's going bad. It's going really bad. But on the left, you have a chance because of the support of your swords, your spears, and the peltas. So.
Yeah. So.
And now you're moving in a Samnite warrior on the left.
Yeah. So over here, he did make a pretty aggressive move with his gen, to say the least. But unfortunately, they get caught, and now my Peltas are just in great firing range, getting unhindered shots on him. But he does bring his bow horsemen to charge on them, so that's not going to go very well for my light Peltas. But honestly, they've already done their work. Like his general is already wavering, and I believe he's probably dead by now. Kiting back with my Thorax and my Samnites, just getting the fuck away from there, because his Falksmen would just tear them apart. Well, not even, they might die, like they might rout doing so, but they would get a lot of kills. Um, and then he's backed them up with Noble Swords, and those guys are incredible as well. Almost the same strength as Oathsworn, but for a smaller cost. I've got one unit of militia hoplites over here. I just completely forgot about them. But I believe I mentioned this in another video, but leaving some cheap units or forgetting about them could be a mix, like a blessing in disguise, because they could just like be pretty useful end game units. Anyways, it's not like they would do much damage if I moved them to the left flank, because basically it's my Samnite warriors are just being the tanks that they are and getting surrounded and not routing. So I get a rear charge on his noble swords. I use my general's warcry ability to instantly get a morale penalty on him, and like you guys predicted.
Look on the left flank.
Oh, what's up?
On the left flank, there's one unit of Samnite warriors.
Yeah, I know, right? They're just being such
units.
tanks. Like, this is incredible.
No, they're wavering now.
Yeah, they're wavering, but I mean that's really well done. Like, I don't even blame them for that. They just withstood all that for so long.
And on the other flank, the militia hoplites are holding up really well against heavy spears and falksmen, which is surprising.
Yeah, it is quite surprising.
They've already got 89 kills, 90.
Yeah, 90 kills, yeah.
They're doing crazy.
One of my Peltas come back from routing, which is a big boost for me. The other
All
Peltas,
of them did.
Oh yeah, they all
of four.
did. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they all did. All four of them.
Yeah,
all four of them.
He's disengaged on the left, so your Samnites are still alive.
Isn't that amazing? Like, that is just absolutely incredible. But yeah, I think that's probably a good move on his part. But he shouldn't have attacked my Peltas with his horsemen, because they were like already so low in HP, and these guys just absolutely demolished them. My Peltas, I mean. So yeah, like you guys predicted, 147, 88, 21, and 38 kills on my Peltas, and that's just incredible. I believe they did save the day. Let's see. Actually, it's still pretty even, so we don't even know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I think it'll depend on how well these noble swords hold out, because I mean they are really powerful, but they're down to 30 men.
Yeah, they are.
And 45.
And he's got like a bunch of units over here, just and he's got a full strength, basically full strength noble sword, attacking my militia hoplite in the rear. Oh my god, those guys are gonna die in like a couple of seconds. But here I use my warcry ability again. I love this ability so much. If you time it right, you can instantly rout an elite unit. The light peltas still showering the backs of the heavy spears and stuff. Over here I've got my general in a pretty precarious position. But he can't really attack my light peltas anymore. I put them in a hoplite wall, so they might last for a bit longer. But let's just take a look at how many men they lose immediately. They've got 89 melee defense, which is incredible. But they're just dropping like flies to the charge, aren't they? Noble swords with double chevron, 161 kills. Like that's some insane kills. But I switched the focus of my light peltas and use them to attack them in the back. That's basically been my strategy this entire time. Use my peltas and attack his infantry on at the rear or in front. And I guess I've used them well, because they've got a bunch of kills. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think they did well, because they were. I think the reason why they got so many kills is because they were against Falksmen with no armor. But they still did well.
Yeah, so that's the end of the replay.
I think your militia hoplites with 104 kills was pretty amazing.
Yeah, they did. There was one with 104 kills. That's amazing. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the replay. Let's just take a look at the unit stats now. Any closing thoughts, you guys? Pirro, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I was going to say that Zannin, what he did wrong, and this is something that I often find myself doing. I bunch up lot of my units against one specific unit of the enemy, of the opponent, and he did that like 3 or 4 times during the match. And if he hadn't done that, you wouldn't have gained your advantage in numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Sam Knight Warrior just springs to mind. Those guys were definitely the MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What about you, Mem? Any closing thoughts?
Say well done, mate, and enjoy your I7.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. So yeah, that's the end of the video. In terms of an MVP, I have to be split between the Light Peltas and that one Sam Knight Warrior who was just uh, so good, just heroes. Basically saved the day for me. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The tournament was a lot of fun, and thanks to Kurt for sponsoring it, and thanks to CA for providing the processor. Anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.